I may have made a mistake here, guys. I definitely made a mistake here, guys. Oh, and of course there's another ghast flying around outside. Of course. Guys, I just have to say, I am not the sharpest light on the Christmas tree or the brightest tool in the shed, because I have been looking and I have been planning, and we needed to have brought Ghasts into here a long time ago. It was a smart move to do the supercharged creepers first, because if anything went wrong, they would destroy themselves, and that's it. No other mobs would get loose, nothing else would die. It would just be them, and then we could start over. We still need to get Ghasts, and this is where I think we're going to keep them, but we have a lot of potential for things that could go wrong here. I do not want any of these mobs getting out. This would be a nightmare. It would be a nightmare if the creepers got out. It would be a nightmare if the evokers got out. Everything would be a nightmare. I thought maybe this is too much. Maybe I've bitten off more than I can chew here. But then I thought, no, I will not let my 20 subscribers down. We will get the Ghasts. But wait, first I think we're going to do a little bit of cleanup. But before we can do that, I can't get out of my head, what if we want one more evoker? What if we want one more of those raid mobs, guys, and then I tear all this stuff down, and then what? I have to build it all back up then if we want more? So I think first we're going to grab a couple extras just in case we want them, and then we're going to do a little bit of cleanup around the island. Okay, I just have to show you guys this quick. Okay, so there is a raid going on right now. We're too far away from it, so we don't see the bar right now. But you can see all of the pillagers and all of these raid mobs. They can like sense that the raid is going on, and they are just bugging out. So they're not a part of it. They don't get counted in the numbers, but somehow they know that there is a raid going on somewhere on this island, and they are freaking out and running around. And they don't do this normally. Normally they're just still. Alright, so I had to... Wow! Okay, we need to get out of here. Alright, I think we're all right. Yeah, basically I had to let you guys in because sometimes most of the time they spawn on the platform, but sometimes they do not. So they did not spawn on the platform there. And wow, we were in a pickle there, but I think we're all right now. I even had another totem on me. Okay, so we'll just circle around back and through here, and I think we can just drag them. We can just bring them back up across the platform, per usual. All right, come on, guys. All right, I have to de-Ravager these ones, but I think we'll have an evoker when we're done. I had no problems doing this earlier, so it's kind of funny that they're making it so far down now. Yeah, so this is what I've got thus far. Really, I just need that last evoker, and then I think we'll call it good. Alright, so I'm going to heal up quick. I need better armor. I think I'm just going to range this guy from a distance. Shoot the Ravager, not the evoker. Alright, and I can just let the Vindicator despawn. That'll work out just fine. So here are the spoils. So that is perfect. If we ever want more of these, we have them. We'll have them in storage then. And now I think I'm free to tear down everything else. I've been looking forward to this for so long. Alright, let's get to cleaning. Guys, I was slain by a Vex. I'm not even sure how this happened. Alright, this is not where I thought I would respawn. But man, I was just cleaning and the evoker could see me and was summoning them and I was just ignoring them. Oh boy. You gotta take him seriously, I swear. you're way more in danger when you don't understand how much danger you're in. And you're just trying to brush off the evoker, which is actually a pretty deadly mob. Well, back to cleanup, I guess. I just had to show you guys how mangled some of these trees got. So the Ravengers destroy the leaves, and man, they did such a number of these. I'm just gonna have to tear them down and replant. This is terrible. So guys, I was just thinking we need a way to commemorate all of the times that we have died or used a totem trying to bring mobs into here. And I'm thinking the way we're gonna do it is we're gonna have a wall of item frames, and we're gonna have the episode, and then we're gonna have a totem if I used a totem, and then we're gonna have a skeleton head to signify the times that I die. So basically what that means is I'm going to need more mob heads, which means I'm going to need more supercharged creepers. So that's something that I've had just in the back of my head. And basically I'm going to bring creepers in here now. We got to do this right away so that we can get the ball rolling on when there's a thunderstorm, because I don't want to be caught with a thunderstorm and no creepers here. So where do we get these creepers? Well, this large thing in front of us, this is a large mob farm, and usually they go down, they get killed, and then their items get dropped off over here. However, I can switch a couple levers, and they'll basically go up a different tube. They'll take this tube up over here, and that will go to our supercharging creepers area. And in case you're wondering, over here where their items are collected, this is also where the off switch is for this mob farm. And we should now start to see mobs come up this pipe. This system does all mobs, but it does do mostly creepers. Yeah, you can see some of them coming up now, and so they'll just filter into our system. Alright, so they're coming in, so basically they just come in, and then as they fall, I pull these levers behind them, and then I'll name the creepers, and then the other mobs will either burn up or they will despawn, and that's how we'll fill it up. Alright, back to our original quest to get Ghasts, and I was looking at some logistical things, and Ghasts are huge, guys. They're actually 5x5. There's actually only one mob in the game that's larger than them. It's a bit of a trivia question. Do you know what it is? It is your mom. So back here, this area is actually going to have to get a little bit larger because of how big they are. And so I'm going to expand that. And then over here, this is our plan. So I'm going to light this portal, and then they're going to come in through here, and then you can see the pistons behind. Basically, we're just going to push them all through, and we're going to push the glass through, and that's how we'll seal them in. And it will work just like that. And it should be pretty slick. Alrighty then, so we are on top of the nether, and we're not going to need a huge build out here because we just want a couple ghasts. But basically, we're just going to do a spawning platform, and then ghasts are so large that we're not even going to need to fill in everything around it. We'll just have the nether portal. We're basically just going to push them through that after they spawn, and should be pretty simple. So I've put up the columns, and I've put up the overhead, and this way the ghasts won't fly away, and basically we'll just be able to force them through that much easier. So we'll come out, and yeah, I'm thinking that we're gonna decorate this a little bit, and we're gonna make this look actually like some kind of dinosaur fossil, some sort of skeleton. So you can see I have the rib cage in place here, and really the only question we have is, do we want to force the ghast through the front of the mob or through the butt? And that would be a question if I was mature, and I'm not, so of course we will be pushing the ghast through the anus of the dinosaur, and so we'll have some fun with that there. Alright, we got our first ghast. I thought it would be harder than this. So I'm working on the head, and man. Alright, so what do we want to do first? Because I wanted to try leads on this guy. I wanted to try an invisibility potion to see just how close we could get. Man. Yeah, you can see him there, and he cannot get out. Okay, yeah, if I want to do the invisibility, I'm going to actually have to remove my armor. And then... Uh-oh. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. No. Well, I guess we'll get more. But, yeah, whoops. Yeah, we're gonna have to light this portal here. Okay, so I went back quick to get more supplies, and I happened to notice that we have a thunderstorm. So pause everything. We have to go resolve this quick, and we got to get there quick before the thunderstorm ends. Hopefully we can get there in time. So I'm just gonna fly through these nether tunnels. They're actually like on the other side of the world. But we're going as fast as we can. All right, got to get the channeling rod, and is this actually a thunderstorm? This might just be rain. I'm not seeing any thunder. I don't want to throw a trident and like hurt the creeper if it's not a thunderstorm. All right, it is. Okay. Well, let's go. Although, oh crap, it did not heal these guys up, so they're all half damaged from the fall damage. All right, we'll just go. I've wasted enough time. Let's go. Alright, a bit more casualties on this than I would have preferred, but I guess this is good for now. What is this, like 6 or 7? Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine, guys. Alright, so we're back in the savannah, and I just had a question. I was just wondering, this is a channeling trident, and so it doesn't rain in the savannah, so that's why you don't see or hear anything. But it is technically a thunderstorm, so will it lightning here, even though it will not naturally lightning here? Oh my goodness, this is so much fun. Oh man. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have thrown this at the creeper. Alright, we are back here, and I have completed the dinosaur. Look at this, guys. Beautiful. So here's the plan. Basically, I'm going to go straight up, and then mobs are going to spawn on this because we'll be 120 blocks in the air, and so this will be like the only place. And so then we'll see what we get. Alright, so I've done this a couple times. Basically, my plan was to go up and come down, and if there wasn't a ghast, go back up again and then come down. This just isn't going to work. You don't get ghasts often enough. So this whole dinosaur was cute. We're going to have to come up with a real facility because going up and down takes forever, and you just don't get ghasts as much as I thought you might. And I guess we just got really lucky earlier, but we're going to have to go back to the drawing boards and come up with a real plan on this. Okay, are you having deja vu? Because we are building a very similar thing, this time at the very top of the nether. We want to be here because we want basically to not share spawn with anything below the bedrock. So everything will just spawn up here. We're going to make 2 platforms, one on both sides of the portal. I wish there was a soul sand valley near here because then we could just put magma blocks down and then only ghast would spawn, and then that would be really easy, but unfortunately we don't have one anywhere close to here. So we're just going to have to roll with this, and this will work. This will work. All right, I think we have something going here. So we have both platforms on both sides of the portal set up, and you can see the zombie pigmen. They're going after eggs, and so they want to crush the egg, but they can't get to it, so they're falling down the trapdoors and basically just committing suicide. So they're constantly being cleared out automatically, and so we will just wait for the ghasts to spawn while these guys are continuously removing themselves from the population cap. We'll keep doing this, and eventually we will get ghasts. All right, we have our first contestant. Look at this big juicy ghast. They are so huge. All right, so basically I'm just gonna push him through, knock him a couple times, and he's through. And I forgot to name him. All right. Well, I was planning on pushing a couple through, so yeah, well, I'll get the next one. The time has come. We are going to hop to the other side of the portal. Are you nervous? I am nervous, guys. I am very nervous. This could go wrong a million different ways. So, let's go through the portal and see what happens. Okay, wow, there are so many pigmen here. Wow, okay, we need to get out of here before... Yep, okay, yep. He is loose. Okay. I may have made a mistake here, guys. I definitely made a mistake here, guys. Oh, and of course there's another ghast flying around outside. Of course. Okay. Alright, so I have to kill this guy, right? There's no way, I can't, yeah, I don't want to save, no, it's way too dangerous to save him. I just need to kill him. Okay, so I'll back up. Well, at least I got that really cool achievement. Alright, so we have one. We have one ghast in here. That is perfect. I was kind of hoping for another one, so I don't know. I guess, well, I need to name him first off, but I guess I'm just going to go through the portal and get another couple. How do I want to do this? Do I want to go up and through? Well, that might have been a bad idea. Is it too greedy of me to try to use that portal to get back through, or should I go the long way back? Well, guys, study long, study wrong. That has been the lesson of the episode. So that ghast went back through the portal. I needed to break it. So he popped back in on the other side. So we'll just go back through and boop him back, and then get another couple, and then we should be in good shape. So I accidentally punched him to death on the other side. But we have a magma cube now, and I wanted a large magma cube at some point. We'll name him Ghast for now. We'll put him in a cage here. It might not be his permanent home. First things first, I gotta break this nether portal. That was a mistake on the Ghast. And I'll prepare a cage for him. Alright, don't say I didn't accomplish anything this episode, because we are now the proud owners of a large magma cube. And his name is Ghast. I just pushed 2 more through. We're going to do this one right this time. I'm going to break the portal on this side, and then I'm going to fly to a different portal. It'll be a very long journey back. Then they won't be able to go through back to this side, and that will be ideal. So we'll have 2 of them, and it'll be in the books. So we have made the long journey back. We are flying in. Oh. Yeah, that's not great. Alright, how'd the other one do? Alright, you're not supposed to be there either. Well... one thing I'm going to do is break the nether portal, because I'm basically traumatized from that. And I think I didn't name this one either. Okay, you're just going to suicide on your own fireball, eh? Alright. Yeah, okay. This is unfortunate. Good news, guys. We're going to have another episode about ghasts. Alright, there's a much smarter way we could do this. I'm going to do some cleanup here. I'm going to get to some housekeeping stuff, and we're going to call it an episode. I think I could have done this a lot smarter. We accomplished other things today. We had some fun. Nothing really, really bad happened. A lot of bad stuff almost happened, but nothing bad really actually happened. So we'll regroup, and we'll figure this out later. In exciting news, we have a skin now. So this is my first time making a skin, and I just combined a whole bunch of them to see this. And how does it look, guys? Pretty good, pretty good. I set it up so that while we're wearing elytras, we got the lettering across the front, so we can let everyone know that we are big fans of air conditioning. And I am definitely not used to walking around with F5 pressed. Wow. Okay. So tell me what you guys think of this skin, and all very exciting stuff. And next bit of housekeeping. First and foremost, per usual, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for commenting and liking and all that stuff. I really appreciate it. I'm starting to recognize names now, and that is really exciting. It's so fun to see you guys in the comments. In other news, I've been looking at the analytics of this channel, and I have noticed you guys are interested in this world. And you're not really interested in much of the other stuff that I'm doing. And that's okay. So we're going to refocus this channel. and we're going to have it be more about this world. Sort of like when I made the dinosaur platform for the Ghasts. If something's not working, we're just gonna pause, we're gonna reassess, and we're gonna keep moving forward. So that's what we're gonna do. And specifically how we're gonna do that, we're gonna do that through world tours. So obviously I started this world long before I posted videos to YouTube. And so a lot of you guys have no idea what's going on in this world. So instead of doing one large world tour, we're going to do a whole bunch of little mini world tours, and then I'm going to slowly catch us all up to speed on everything in this world. And then those will be a little bit more thorough than the one large world tour anyway. And I think that will help focus this channel back on what you guys are interested in. All right, thanks guys.